Not Thinking, a Foreign Concept by me, Lillian. About me. I was, and still kind of am, a thinker. My mom would yell at me in the morning because she would be woken up at 1 a.m. by the sound of me walking around the house and making myself tea. And that'd be kind of annoying. I'd stay up late because my brain wouldn't be able to stop overthinking every conversation I'd have. And it made me unnecessarily anxious, and I was super stressed for all of 7th grade. Thinking made me a perfectionist, and it made me indecisive. Perfectionism is already annoying enough because I procrastinate everything until the last moment, and then when I'm indecisive, I don't have an idea of what perfect is. It's a dilemma. But isn't thinking good? Aside from the reasons I just told you it's not good, there's a thing called the learning cycle. You find out about something new, and you want to see how it'll change you, so you start thinking, and thinking, and thinking, and you never change. One time I spent a month trying to decide what color I wanted to dye my hair, and I got to the appointment and the only color they had was red. Our mind is flawed. Our perception is faulty because your eyes might be clouded by your own opinion and you might not have all the facts. Our attention is limited. Have you ever tried multitasking? It's not going to end well. And our memory is unreliable. I know because unless I write it down, I'm not going to remember any of the homework I have. And to not think, you simplify a situation. Have you ever seen Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg wearing the exact same clothes every single day? It's because they don't need to think about what fashion they're going to wear. Ask people for help. If you don't know something, don't try to think out the solution all on your own because you might jump to a conclusion like I did with my overthinking. The other person might know more, and they'll be happy to help you. Spend more time observing. This goes hand in hand with not jumping to conclusions, so instead of assuming, ask why. Instead of assuming your friend hates you, just ask them why they're ignoring you. And instead of relying on your brain, use technology. I know most of us aren't able to wake up in the morning without alarm clocks. If I didn't use an alarm clock, I would wake up at 1 p.m. and miss most of school. I need reminders, like this flashcard right here, and I use planners and checklists so that I get everything done throughout the day. Me again. Whenever I understand a concept in math class, I would go home and I'd read through the book over and over again to try and teach myself. And it would work, but it would take me like an hour longer than it would have taken if I just asked the teacher. And at some point, I realized this, and I actually started going to math student hours and asking for the teacher to re-explain the topic of today's lesson. And he would clarify any concepts I didn't understand. I became enlightened quicker. It only took 10 minutes instead of 2 hours. I started trying to observe more and talk less, and the talking less is a little bit difficult for me because I like to socialize a lot. And I'm trying to stop jumping to conclusions because I know that I tend to form opinions very quickly without knowing all the information surrounding the subject. My high empathy makes me have a good understanding of others, but the understanding of others is a lot better when I don't have a judgment about them from their first word. And obviously, if I'm less anxious and stressed, I'm happier. And I know that I had a problem with staying up late thinking, so I started going to the gym to tire myself out so that when I got home, I just fall asleep by 10. Now you get to choose. Would you like to think by doing it yourself, or would you like to not think by working with others? More thinking, more decisions, or less thinking, less decisions? More confusion, less confusion? More stress or relaxation? And do you want to be selfish or selfless? Thank you for watching.